Oh, hey there, Aries. It's MJ from Alta Love TV and Alta Love. This morning, I actually felt guided to offer a yearly overall reading for the signs. It's coming up to December 2019, and yeah, you guys know intuition reigns supreme. So I typically just totally follow intuition. And I felt like just an overall 2020 general energy reading could be useful. The main energy for Aries that's come up for divine guidance is the card of receptivity. I feel like that's a real anchoring in and opening up from within the divine feminine, which is like learning how to receive, basically, in truth, learning how to receive your gifts and receive your love and receive the flowering that you've been through, like the flowering of your own consciousness, basically, and your own cosmic awareness as well. So there's the sense of a deepening of the trust and then opening into the receptivity of your life. So for a lot of Aries in this community, it's time to receive. Basically, it's time to receive your desires and your gifts and your love. There's love on the cards, Two of Cups. The Star card is here as well. So around your star power for 2020, you're definitely having success and recognition on a worldly level. There is some heartbreak energy around a King of Cups. I feel like there's a loss here. Authority or paternal energy or love energy. There's a loss and a heartbreak, a grieving process that happens possibly 4 months into the year. Either way, there is a sense of creating better balance in your life, like up-leveling your ability to receive is creating a better balance, and on a higher level, ultimately the grieving and the loss is really going to help you transform any remaining underlying distorted energies around abuse of power, externalizing the power and control. And this transformation, this heartbreak leads you to cultivating better balance in your life, definitely around love and money. So yeah, there's a sense of this grieving and healing process that you've gone through really is birthing a new awareness in you, Aries. And the energies that I'm getting around the love is that there's this younger energy. There's a Page and a Knight. And because it's surrounded by the love card on the approach to this sort of greater success within your stargate, like within your star power, in this worldly success and recognition, this comes up, and then it's almost like maybe the love is on the back burner, or actual kind of loving union is not something you're primarily focused on, but it's definitely coming in. It might be coming in slowly. There's definitely an energy of like a younger person, so a younger, yeah, just a younger person basically wants to offer you a cup of love. And I feel like you're it's there, right? But you're quite focused on your work. You're quite focused on being responsible with this success that you're receiving, and staying in your balance when it comes to birthing these new awarenesses and birthing these energies into the world. And the loss, again, is on some level up leveling you. Or there's another way to interpret this. So you might have younger suitors or like vital energy coming in, but you might be holding out for like something better. So I feel like with this energy of receiving, Aries, that you're not gonna settle. And I feel like that's fair enough. Basically, like achieving your status, achieving your sense of success and your integrity and your star power and your authenticity can also bring in this King of Cups energy versus Page of Cups or Knight of Cups, people that aren't as powerful. And that you're just sort of like, you're biding your time, you're not rushing into anything, you're assessing the situation for clarity, you're making sure that you can maintain your pentacles, your sense of balance, your emotional awareness, and ultimately stepping away from conflict, a battle of mind, you know, stepping away from energies that just, yeah, that are just battle energies. Basically, there's a lot of Page energy, so there's a lot of energy of like messages coming in. And there's definitely an energy of coming out of stagnation. So for some of you, Aries, like maybe 2019 has been ultimately like a mega year of feeling like you're just waiting around, or feeling like you're just carrying all these burdens, you have all these worries and concerns, and then, you know, different messages start to roll in. You start to get a sense of success in your working life, in your creative life. And now it's really just a matter of shedding the shackles, like really stepping in to that success, to that greater balance, being open to receive it, basically being open to receive the success. And any energies of being stuck ultimately have to do with like the burdens you carry, like basically thinking you have to do it all by yourself, thinking that you have to carry like the flame of this energy. And it could be that there's like an investment or an investor that comes in, somebody really abundant with their pentacles. So there could be an investment that lays itself on the table. And really for you, Aries, it's like staying in temperance, staying in your centeredness. And the Temperance card I always see is like us staying in our kind of angelic divine wisdom, very much anchored again in this sort of divine feminine energy. Because you've been active, you've been doing, you've been accomplishing, you know, you've been creating. Definitely there's all this wand energy, right? You've been doing all this stuff. Now it's like, lay it down. It's done. Lay it down. You know, let I almost want to say, let the universe have its way with you now. You're in temperance, you're in your divinity, you're in your stability, right? And then that stability ultimately invites in greater benevolence, greater stability, people more in their integrity and their power, versus people who abuse their power, or people who manipulate, or people who try to talk themselves up, but that's not the legit fashion, or like that's not really the vibrational set point that they're vibing. So you are the source, right? You're the one that's like opening up to receive all of the reward from the hard work that you've put in on a creative level. And then you do get recognition. You're going to receive worldly recognition and success. And then there's this sense of again, more nobility, like more power when it comes to the people that you're inviting into your life, which includes potential for investment and or like a new opportunity in your working life. And this is really all off the back of your birthing the new awareness and being open to receive. Because then there's this Seven of Cups. So there's a lot of opportunities coming in for you this year. And all of it is really anchored within your temperance, your stability, your vision. You know, the vision is there, the stability in the heart space is there, and then your groundedness. So staying really grounded ultimately as well is going to be helpful. Because it's like what I'm hearing is like everybody wants you because of your creative vigor. This creative passion that you exude is what people want. It's what they want to invest in. It's what they're wanting in their lives. And so there seems to be this greater sense of power and nobility around the people who want your services or want your creative ideas or want your mentoring, your healing, your consulting, right? And then I'm getting a sense that with any of you in business on a certain level, I feel like you're gonna have a threefold expansion. You're gonna have like something that suddenly like it doubles or triples, and then because of this stuff being born into your reality, it's warranting having business meetings, like having. I'm getting a sense of like having meetings with your financial advisors or having just maybe legal meetings with your accountant, say, or lawyers even, and making sure that the foundation, so on a pinnacle level, making sure that the foundations that you're laying are stable enough to keep growing the positive effects. Yeah, and you're really empowering yourself, Aries. So it's like you're really standing your ground when it comes to your own passion and when it comes to your own desire. I feel like there's nothing, there's nobody and nothing that's going to take that energy away from you. And I feel like you're definitely really now moving forward in your power. So you're basically really outworking any self-imprisonment energy. You're preparing to really look up and receive these positive new beginnings in love and in money. And then this card is here. So it's like all of your wishes are coming true in 2020. You're birthing a new awareness. Yeah, you're basically overcoming. So there's a few fives here. You're over the crux of it. You're now over the intensity of, you know, patterns of being left out, patterns of giving your power away, you know, and thus inviting these abuse energies or these less than integrated energies. There might be moments in the year where you're having to really go within and take a moment to just reflect on, you know, again, your investments or where you're seeing yourself. I feel like this is such a monumental achievement that you're gonna have to have these meetings, as it were, these business meetings or legal meetings with people to navigate things with as much clarity and power as possible. Again, moving forward with all that creative passion, really anchoring in and staying in your power, to not repeat cycles of giving power away and then ultimately becoming this benevolent benefactor, like maybe working in a philanthropic way, or because now you've overcome certain base tones of lack or being left out in the cold or feeling disempowered. You're really now coming out of that energy fully, and again anchoring in your happily ever after in every area of life, creative, pinnacle, as in creative, material, mental, because it's a very balanced, there's a very balanced energy here with all the elements, a lot of cups, a lot of wands, a lot of pentacles and swords as well. And the swords energy is really like the messages that you get for breaking free, really finally breaking free from limited thought patterns that once enslaved you and kept you bound to these disempowered patterns. And then a bit of divine guidance here as well is that the intensity that you're pushing through into this new world, you know, which can feel quite intense sometimes. So you go within, and then on the other side you basically let your passions carry you through, and then set the stage basically for this super happy new beginning. And a lot of it has to do with you being a bit selfish and like maybe taking another leap, or maybe boldly going where no one has gone before, Aries, which is quite like the Aries, because the Aries, for this community, there's a Fool card here. This is one of the final cards that I'm going to pull for the yearly. So that moving beyond the illusion is actually taking this one last leap into the unknown for you. And yet this card is there affirming, and it's a new beginning and a creative passion that you're absolutely wanting to go in, and there's investment, there's support, there's recognition, there's all this really good stuff. And then as you move through the energies, getting to a place of better balance and harmony, and essentially truly rising above and out of, you know, probably lifelong patterns of not enoughness and you know, no longevity. So you're finally kind of dissolving those underlying bass tones in your beingness, and then like setting forth on this like brand new white canvas sort of thing, a brand new beginning for your life, which might feel a little bit intense, but as a fellow Aries, I know that can feel sometimes you get, that's like the juice of life, you know. So it's likely that you're gonna really embrace it after the hermit mode, and after reviewing and looking at the potentialities here, moving towards the success, breaking free from the old patterns once and for all, and then like setting forth on this brand new adventure we call life. So that's a yearly 2020. I'll probably update these throughout the year, but just wanting to wish you guys a mega amazing 2020. The astrology has been kind of building up for the collective, I think, over this last couple of years, but certainly this year it's been all the talk. All the talk is about this 2020 astrology and how we're, you know, birthing greater truth and authenticity and honesty in our world. And then number 4, so 2020 is basically like laying the foundations and building your new world, basically. So have fun with it, Aries. I hope that was useful to you. If you want to book a private reading or have some coaching sessions, feel free to book it. All the information is in the description box below. I love you guys. Have an awesome day and have a great 2020. Peace out.